phone at? Hold on 1 second, guys. I don't know what I did with my phone. What's up, everybody? Give y'all time to jump in. Let me find my phone. Where's my phone? Can't find my phone. What's up, guys? I absolutely 100% was prepared, and I have seemed to have hidden my phone from myself. But this is cool. I can edit this part out. Give me 1 more second. Let me check one more spot. What the hell? I cannot. I'm back, but I still don't see my phone, so I'm just give a few minutes to see who gonna jump in real quick. Hi everybody, happy new year. Y'all already know we are in the den one more time. This is the first episode of the new year, so I am excited about it. Definitely got good topic I want to talk to you guys about. Hey, and just catch up, see what's going on with you guys, what y'all got going on for the new year's. Hey, who's sticking to those resolutions? And let's get to this crazy topic that I want to talk about. But first, where is my phone? I have no idea. I don't know if it's downstairs. I don't really need it. Oh, I'm lying. Okay. So we got the phone. Hold on. Okay. And we are ready. Again, hello everyone. And welcome back once again to the Den Podcast with your favorite hostess, your girl here, Ellie. Listen, I hope everybody is doing awesome. Hope y'all having a great Saturday night. I definitely had to jump on. The first week of 2024 is coming to an end. And listen, it's been a whole lot of buffoonery and Mickey Flicky and haberdashery and all kind of stuff going on. So listen, I know it's going to be a great year. We're going to have a whole lot of stuff to talk about, no doubt. So, before we get started, you know, we have to do our fit check. And we're going to go from there. We're going to do shot o'clock. So, tonight, it is Saturday night. And it is snowing outside. It's cold. So, I really ain't had no plans on going anywhere. Really, for real. So, decided to keep it a little cute. I didn't do too much. I just did a little brown bodysuit, you know, with my little jacket, because believe it or not, it's a little chilly in the den tonight, with some little black pants. You know, I'm not going anywhere, so I just got on some little slippers or whatever. But yeah, this is the fit check, little silver accessories. Couldn't find my watch, but whatever. So, what y'all wearing tonight? Y'all out there looking fly? I already know, because all my friends are fly. So, of course, the drink of the night is always brown like little Douce. So, let's get the shot o'clock going and let's jump into this crazy topic. Yo, it's so many things. I don't got enough time. It's so many things that I can talk about right now, from the crazy shit, the crazy guy in Vegas attacking the judge. Like, that was definitely wild. But get into what I want to talk about. And I know that, we all on social media and we all on YouTube and streaming. It's like we don't even really watch TV no more. We always on, the Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and all that. So, Club Shay. And if y'all don't know about this podcast, this is hosted by the great Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is a retired football player. I believe he used to play for like the Broncos or something like that. I think it was like a tight end or something. But definitely one of the greats. And now, listen, I want to say this is one of the best podcasts that's going right now. He also has another podcast called Nightcap with Ocho Cinco. Listen, it's dope. Check it out. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco. I know they will probably never see this, but still. Listen, that podcast is better than some reality shows because Shannon be having some of the best guests on there, and listen, they be getting to it. So, the last interview that I watched was with Katt Williams. And listen, it's trending. It's all over every single social media site that you could use, from X, formerly known as Twitter. Like I said, they making memes about it, all of that. So, yeah, this was a very, 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 very enlightening interview. It was very interesting. Katt Williams is definitely one of my favorite comedians. Y'all know Katt Williams from Friday After Next, First Sunday, what is it called? School Dance. So many comedy specials. American Hustle, Pimp Chronicles, Great America. So listen, Katt is definitely that guy. So during this interview, it was just a lot of statements and things that Katt was saying. And now, like I said, this has got to be one of the most controversial, I will say, in my little bitty opinion, this has got to be one of the most controversial podcast interviews in I don't know how long, probably ever, because this was wild. So I got a few little things saved for y'all that I'm going to share, and then we're going to get into it, because Katt was saying a whole lot of stuff. So I'm going to show y'all what I got, and then we're going to talk about it. Listen. So, yeah, it was a lot of things said. Lots of things said. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me pull up my IG. So listen, like I said, I love Club Shay. I definitely now start watching, different podcasts just to get, more inspiration for mine and, different ideas of how I may want to do things. So let's go. Listen. I don't even think it's that far down. Is this it? Sound on. Here we go.
He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was...
Sir, no one... Why no... He was with KD? He beat up Terry Crews? Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he... What? So Ricky Smiley knows this. And I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man, you stole that. Oh.
Listen, guys. I had to run it back so y'all can see it from the beginning. And I'm going to like click through and then I'll talk about it a little bit and then I'll click through some more. So basically, Katt Williams is saying, because Shannon also, Mr. Sharpe also interviewed Ricky Smiley. And in that interview, Ricky Smiley insinuated that the role of Money Mike was originally for him. So, like I said, I got clips on it, and we about to scroll through it, and we gonna get into it, okay? So, here go the next clip. Check this out, guys.
But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
You were originally supposed to play Katt Williams' character.
Yes. And Katt Williams was supposed to play my character. And somebody said, no, we want you to play Mike, the beat. Right, and then, yeah, because Katt Williams was going to be the Santa Claus.
Right.
And then, and they switched it over.
Right.
Because when I auditioned for Mighty Mike.
Right.
You know, so when I went in there to audition, I'm at the toilet. When Katt Williams went to use the bathroom, that's the line I had to use to audition. So they switched it up. So I'm like, yeah, I can do this Santa Claus role. Friday, but I didn't know that because I did my role like in 4 days.
Right.
They shot all my stuff in 4 days. I went back to Birmingham, came back out because they changed the ending. Did you know that?
Right. No, I didn't.
No, you know the ending, but they got the fighting or whatever. The ending was me giving out, Santa Claus giving out presents to his kids.
Right.
So the test audience didn't like the way it ended. So
you were originally supposed to play Katt Williams' character.
Yes. And Katt Williams was supposed to play my character.
So y'all hear it. Y'all hear it right there. So he basically said that somebody said. I don't know who that somebody is. He didn't say it was a producer. I don't know. But it definitely didn't sit well with Katt. And, he didn't stop there. He definitely did not stop there. Hold on. Let's get into it.
What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't three random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is. Why Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets, and this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Katt's on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 dogs.
What is your relationship with...
I don't know, guys. Katt is getting into it. Listen, definitely, and all of these clips, I got there from the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room. I get a lot of my video clips and stuff from the Shade Room or Instagram, or, I'll look my stories up on YouTube or whatever. But shout out to the Shade Room for breaking this down. But listen, what it sound like to you guys? Katt Williams has this MO of being crazy or whatever you want to call it. I don't know, y'all. Hold on. Where my phone at? I don't know. All I do know is once we go more through the clips and I start showing y'all more of the stuff that everybody else is saying, listen, he got a bunch of the other comedians and stuff. It's like Katt Williams against black comedians right now. because everybody going in, everybody got something to say. You know, some people saying that, you know, he just going off on one of his rants, and then, you know, other people are agreeing with him. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So let's get into this next clip. Let's get into this next clip, because I got some for y'all tonight. Let's get into this next clip. Sound on. Wait a minute.
$46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just talk straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0. I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just talk straight.
Faison said that getting a Netflix special is easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0. I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Listen, y'all. It's getting kind of heavy. It's getting kind of hectic. So, what it sound like? For those who watched the actual interview, what y'all think about it? Do y'all think that Katt is just going on one of his rants, or do you guys think that there's some truth to some of the stuff that he's saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't on tour with them, but you know, a lot of the stories definitely sound like, I don't know, guys. Hold on. Let's get into it. We ain't done yet. Y'all jump in the chat. Let's talk about it. I definitely want to hear the opinions of everyone. And I got the response from Ricky Smiley, and I have the response from Ice Cube as well. So we gonna get to that as I finish going through, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the clips that I got from the actual interview with Shannon, and then we'll get into the clips of what other people are saying. So let me get to this. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me go out of this so I can get back to the rest of. So that was the end of that. And then let me pull up some of these responses, and then I'll get to what Ricky Smiley said. So here we go. Okay, here go one with Kevin Hart.
Frustration with Katt Williams comes from, you keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot.
Katt was in that position.
You were the guy. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You fucked off promo shoots. You fucked off your promo fucking trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped fucking with you.
Why was he a risk?
He chose drugs.
Oh, okay.
Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what, I gotta fix me, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stand up for comedy.
Y'all heard
so when you
Katt
say
say
Tiffany Haddish doesn't deserve or isn't really a comedian, and these other women have worked hard, which they have. Shouts out to Melanie Camacho. Shouts out to Lou Mel. Shouts out to Leslie Jones, who are all underneath the umbrella of Katt Williams. Katt Williams, have you ever used your platform to fucking bring the people that were under you up. You haven't. So because you haven't, don't shit on those that now are. I've used my platform and I brought my guys and girls up. The brand of Kevin Hart is a brand that's expanded so far, whether you like me or not.
Now this right here, I can say a little bit, I can speak a little bit to this because I know one thing for sure. If you're a Katt Williams fan and you watch any of his specials, he always take a bunch of comedians with him, and you know what I'm saying, like he said, they be funny. He always, you know, was taking people on tour with him. What was the one, the American Hustle? How many people he took on that tour with him? If y'all familiar with the comedy specials or whatever, then you know that for a fact. So I don't know. Hold on, let's get to something else. Let's get to something else. Excuse me, guys. Definitely, y'all jump in the chat, comment, like, share. Definitely go to my YouTube page and subscribe to my YouTube page. I will say that every single time. Definitely go and subscribe. Enter the Den 08 on YouTube. My other page, Eve Slaughter, is specifically for the Den podcast. I've explained it before that the software that I use is linked to this Ellie Jackson page, so that is why I end up streaming on here. So, excuse me. All right, so let's get to this other tea that we got going on. Listen, the tea is hot. That's what I need to be sipping on. I need to be sipping on some tea. All right, and then let me see right here. Here go another one with Kevin Hart once again.
He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words. You didn't know? Yeah, Kevin Hart purchased it, so he's now doing comedy. That happened at the same time that they gave DCL Fly Hollywood Squares. Yeah, because they tell you that there's no gatekeepers, but we keep seeing the same people open the gate. Didn't Kevin open the gate and let Tiffany in? And he now opening it up for... Don't such open the gate, but what do you mean ain't no gatekeepers? There's 100 gates out here. Everyone I've seen got a keeper. I know so many things I should know, and he already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year?
Yeah, man. It's real. It's real. Nah. Everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to say. We not done. I'm gonna keep scrolling, guys, and let y'all hear everything that I heard. For those who did not watch the interview, listen, go and watch the interview. Go and watch the interview. It's nothing like actually watching it for yourself. I'm just breaking it down. You know, I really just wanted to share it with you guys and kind of run my mouth on it a little bit just because it's something, listen, it's trending. I know we all talking about it. So, hey, I want to hear you guys' opinion. Definitely jump in the chat.
Frustration with Katt Williams.
That's not the one. Hold on. So now we got Columbus Short.
B-made ninjas. Katt didn't lie. Cedric the Entertainer is a B-made ninja. Hey man, he's supposed to be from Missouri, man. He did me dirty, man. I'm not even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, we picked up Evander Holyfield, took him to this Pump Brothers event. You know, Evander was getting awarded. We were sitting at the first table, and I saw him go over there and whisper to the usher, boom, 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 boom. And then next thing I know, they telling us we have to move to the back of the house. So we moved in. Shaq stopped us. He was like, "You can sit at our table. You can sit at our table." Nephew, what you mean? Where you going, back? And then I waited the whole time to the end of the show. You know, he had his trophy in his hand. And I was like, wound up to him in front of the family, like, "Hey, bro, you from Missouri, bro? Why you gonna do me like that, bro? Hey, you a B-made ninja, bro. I used other words, but you know what I'm saying? All over a San Diego B? Do you know what I'm saying? All over some old stuff. That's how ninjas move, man. They be moving over old stuff, holding it in check. Man, Cedric is a B-made ninja.
So listen, that one right there, I don't really know. That just sound like some other real personal stuff. It ain't really speaking, fully to what Katt is saying in a way. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, and all of them is basically, some fake ass dudes. But listen, let me see what else I got. So, one specific part of the interview, I don't have every single clip because, like I said, I got a lot of the clips that I'm showing you guys is like the Shade Room from Instagram, TMZ. But one of the allegations that was made in the interview was that Steve Harvey stole the idea of the Steve Harvey show from the comedian Mark Curry. Mark Curry, I'm an old head. So Mark Curry is a comedian from back in the day, like back Def Comedy Jam, hang with Mr. Cooper for, us old heads who know anything about it. So here's a resurfaced interview from 2019 showing that Mark Curry was calling Steve Harvey out for stealing this material. So I'm gonna let y'all check that out. Let me pull it up.
So tell me about that, thank you. So what's up with you and Steve, man? I ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on the show, so I had a beef on that. On what show? When he was on the book talk show he had, and he did all my Halloween material one Halloween. I'm watching that. Somebody called me and said, man, homeboy doing your material. So he did my whole Halloween run. And I know he didn't think of it. And this is true stuff that really happened to me. And so my thing is, you didn't have to do that, homeboy. So, you made enough money. You made enough money. You did enough. Why are you on my material? Right. What's that about? And then, people want to jump up. Oh, he didn't know. He didn't steal your. So, yes, he did. And so that there's no need to. No one else has did that.
So this was on his talk show. Which talk was his TV talk show?
Yeah, TV talk show.
Okay, this was the one he had on NBC just recently.
Whatever, yeah. The one that.
So tell me about that, thank you.
So what's up with you and Steve, man?
I ain't nothing with me. Well, Steve stole my material on this.
This is an old clip from an interview from some years ago or whatever. It's not recent. So it has been spoken on before about Steve Harvey taking Mark Curry's ideas or whatever. Let me see what else I got for y'all, man. Let me see what else Katt is talking about. He going in. He talking about Jonathan Mayers. Y'all know who Jonathan Mayer is from Lovecraft. What's the other Marvel? He was in another Marvel movie. But yeah, he gives
whatever's heavy on my heart is always on my mind. Like Snoop's cannabis shredder, I'm always on my grind. They throwing shade could never take my shine. I bring my watch collection on my jet. Let me take my time. Like
Katt,
I'm worth mentioning.
Listen, y'all gotta watch this on your own. But yeah, Katt is definitely stirring the pot. And we not done yet. We not done. I got some more clips here for y'all. Hold on. What up, Jonathan? Appreciate the love. Thanks for tuning in to the den, for sure. Let's get into it. All right. So, I'm going to let y'all hear Ricky Smiley response. No, I'm not going to let y'all hear that. I'm going to let y'all hear Faison. Because, he was he has some things to say about Faison. So let's hear what Faison Love's response is. Check it out, guys.
Chimp Williams. Chimp Williams. It's hard to address lunacy and hypocrisy and downright ignorance. But it's so funny how many people think this dumb, stupid is spitting truth. But that's the internet, I guess. You guys want to believe in something so bad. I guess you left God, and now you believe in chimps like this. It was an actual chimp, and you're not listening. Chimp Williams. Chimp Williams.
Listen, Katt got him going in, y'all. Katt got him going in. For everybody just tuning in, thank you. I'm just talking about the Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams interview. It was very controversial. So listen, I just wanted to touch on it with you guys, share some clips with y'all, hear you guys' opinion on it. So definitely jump in. I just played the video of Faison Love's response to Katt Williams' comments about him interview. Y'all can go and check the full interview out on YouTube. It's called Club Shay. It's Shannon Sharpe's podcast. It's available on YouTube. Definitely check it out. So let's get into it. So now, let's get to what Rickey Smiley had to say. Because that's kind of what kicked it off, I guess, if you want to say that. But let's get to it.
Thank y'all for this opportunity, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Let's just get into this. The whole internet going crazy. Comments that Katt Williams made. Whatever. I can't speak on behalf of the other comedians, but the only thing I can speak for is myself. Katt made some comments on Shannon Sharpe show about when I was on Shannon Sharpe was telling him the story of some of the behind the scenes from Friday After Next. Let's start with that. When I went out there, let's just go back. In 2000, I was the host of BET Comedy View, and in the season 2004. I also worked on this show called Live from LA. That was my first job with BET, and that's where I met Ice Cube, if I'm not mistaken. And Ice Cube was like, man, hey man, I like your work. I want to do some stuff with you. I want to put you in some movies. And Ice Cube started putting me in movies, which really helped my career. I was in All About the Benjamins, well, of course, when they changed the ending of it, that part didn't make any sense, but then he put me in Friday After Next. And just for clarification, I went out to audition for Friday After Next as Money Mike, not the Santa Claus. And that is the honest God truth. I had no reason to go on there and to go on Shannon Sharpe show and lie about any of that. That's what I auditioned for. Was Money Mike, and I guess the producers, Cube, and everybody saw something different. And I think that Money Mike character, Special K, was going to come off as kind of like
just a guy who was hanging around in the strip mall who was just kind of being annoying, and almost like a crackhead type of character. That was
right. So I guess when Katt Williams did, they added a whole pimp twist to that character, which was actually a better decision and made it funnier. Because ain't no way in the hell I could have executed that role like that. And I'm glad that they made that decision and they put me in the Santa Claus role, which was actually perfect. So when I got back to LA, they said, hey, your role has changed. You're going to be the Santa Claus. And here's the Santa Claus suit. Put it on, and here's your lines. Sat in the trailer, went over the lines, went over my stuff with Cube, and the rest is history. had no reason. I just want to clarify that. Had no reason to lie about that. As a matter of fact, my manager at the time, Gary Abdo, who is still one of my best friends, who also helped start my career, and he's the owner of the Atlanta Comedy Theater in Atlanta. We got him on the phone. Just to clarify, Gary Abdo. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm good, man. Just for clarification, you know, he was my manager at the time. We went to LA together for the audition. Q wanted to see us. What is your version?
Yeah, well, you know, we're old, and that was 23 years ago. So, you know, our memories are what our memories are. You went out, you auditioned, they wanted you to play Money Mike. That was the sides that they had sent. The sides are the portion of the script for the part they want you to play. Those were the sides they sent. That was the audition you did. They said, great, we want you to play this role. My recollection is.
So, I'm going to pause right there, and I'm going to put my little 2 cents in before I finish playing this video. So, for everybody who saw Friday After Next, and I know most of us have, like, could y'all see Ricky Smiley playing Money Mike? Like, really, like on some real shit, no hater shit. Like, I love Ricky Smiley. Listen, I remember when we used to ride around and listen to the CDs, when he used to have the little skits. Like, how throwback is that? So, I'm a fan of Ricky Smiley or whatever, but again, I don't know if I could see him playing the role of Money Mike in Friday After Next. Like, it seemed like that role. And again, if you watch the interview with Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams, Katt, you know, he explains how he had things custom made. Like, he had his clothes custom made. He literally kind of like molded that role. He wrote a lot of it, you know what I'm saying, for it to fit him. So I can't even see, you know what I'm saying? And if, you know, if it had went that way, then, you know, it would be a different narrative. But I can't even see anybody else. Like, I feel like Katt was perfect for that role. I feel like it was designed for him. But let the record reflect. Shout out Back on Fig. Shout out Smack. Let the record reflect. It's truth in the details. And this is what they saying. So I'm going to let y'all finish watching this.
You had to go back and read for the execs from the studio one final time. And the night before that, we got different sides, and they said, no, we want you to play this role. And we didn't understand it. You know, we really were under the impression, well, you had the role as Money Mike, but then all of a sudden they switched it up. Now we understand why. Katt came in.
All right, pause. Pause one more time. Pause one more time. I want to speak on that because, okay, we hear him saying that Ricky Smiley had the role. So basically what he's saying is Ricky Smiley was originally supposed to play the role of Money Mike in Friday After Next. This is what's being said. We seeing it right here. Y'all see Ricky Smiley official right here. Y'all can go and check this out. Like, definitely fact check. Fact check. Again, like I said, I can't see it, but hey, they're giving us the rundown right here. Hey, that's why it's always good to have your receipts. Here we go. Check it out.
Blew them away. He's an incredible performer. That was probably one of the most iconic breakout parts in movie history. I mean, that was literally Katt's first movie. You know, Friday was not Chris Tucker's first movie. Next Friday was not Mike Epps' first movie. For that to have been Katt Williams' first movie, and he exploded. I mean, that literally made him an iconic touring comedian, one of the biggest to do it in this generation. And, you know, the rest, as they say, was history. But, yeah, absolutely, without a doubt, you were auditioning for Money Mike. We were told you had the role, and then that switched up overnight.
And I'm glad I ended up being the Santa Claus, because that role was iconic and not as funny as his. I like the pimp. I personally like the pimp better, but the Santa Claus role was just perfect for me. At the time, I was skinny and could run fast. So.
And you could squeeze over that gate. So, yeah.
Right. I just wanted to clarify that. And then there was no contract ever that in agreement with the first Sunday movie, because that was a whole different production directed by who just directed my Netflix special, David E. Talbert, about me playing Bernice Jenkins. That's something that David called me personally. David and Lynn are fans and have been fans of my work for a long time, and it was like, we want you to play Bernice Jenkins, and you know, and here you go. And that's what happened. And I went out there and shot that in one day, me and Red Grant, and that was a lot of fun. And it had nothing to do with Katt Williams' contract or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect Katt. Definitely disappointed that you have to get on the air and explain something like this, but you know. That's the truth, and I don't know what else to say. So there it is.
There's not much else.
All right, guys. So pause once again. There's not much left of that interview, but one thing about me, I definitely listen when people are speaking to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best spoken person in the world, but I am definitely, oh, excuse me, my ring light went out. But I am definitely, I listen to what people say. And this particular thing, it kind of sound like, you know, they kind of talking around it a little bit, because first is, you know, you auditioned, and then it's, oh, you got the role. So did you get the audition or did you get the role? You know what I'm saying? It's the wordplay. Because, I don't know. I ain't gonna say too much or whatever about it or whatever. Like I said, I definitely want to hear you guys' opinion about it. But me personally, you know what I'm saying? There's always truth in the detail. You know, and, you know, they always call people crazy who saying things that, you know, people don't want to put on Front Street. You know what I'm saying? And if you got enough people bagging you to shush the real, then of course, you know, not everybody's saying you crazy. So I don't know, guys. I don't know what y'all think. Let's finish it up, and then I'll get to Ice Cube's response. So let's finish this part of the little clip right here.
To say, you know, it's indisputable that Katt played that role, killed it, and built an entire career out of that one role that all of us look at and go, wow, that's absolutely amazing. But it's also indisputable you were auditioning for Money Mike. We were told you had the role. You just had to read one more time, and then that switched up.
And the crazy thing about it is we had a conversation when it came out. He said a lot of this 12 years ago. And we had a conversation because I was on 14th Street in Atlanta, right by the Four Seasons Hotel. And I was driving down the street with my granddad in the car, and I saw Katt Williams going across the street on 14th Street. And I said, Katt, what's up? Whatever. I just wanted to make sure we was good. He said, come over and have a cup of coffee with me, because he was walking over to Starbucks. And I went over and he went in there and got coffee. We was chopping it up or whatever. Just didn't even really talk about the issue or whatever. I said, hey man, I want you to come out and say hello to my granddad. My granddad is a fan. He came out to the truck. I'll never forget, I was in my Ford F-150, and I came out and spoke to my granddad. He hugged my granddad and wished.
And then another thing I think about, these comedians, they're actors, they're storytellers. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do for a living. You know what I'm saying? They come up with these concepts and these different characters in their head, and it's like, you know, they can say anything and make you believe it. You know, so I'm not saying that I don't believe what Ricky Smiley is saying. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's always three sides to a story. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Them well, my granddad was like, keep doing what you're doing, young man. My granddad was living at the time. It was just me and my granddad in the truck, and we dapped it up, and that was it. I mean, that was it, and I thought that we were good. I didn't know that we had any issues, and if there are any issues or there's anything that I've done, not only to Katt Williams, to anybody, I apologize, and I'm not perfect. I made mistakes, but I did. You know, that's just honest to God truth, and I did audition for what I auditioned for, and I'm glad that the producers made that decision. And let me address all of the things with Gary. You can help me out with this, because you know, comedy greats like Flip Wilson played Geraldine, Richard Pryor played some roles on his show. Jamie Foxx played one of the, Martin played Shanae.
We already invested, so I'm
I
not
did,
finished.
Bernie Jenkins, Tyler Perry did. There's a lot of comics and a lot of comedy greats that did characters for the sake of funny, for entertainment, for the sake of the laugh. And it has nothing to do with nobody's...
Listen, if y'all want to hear the rest of that, definitely check out Ricky Smiley's page, because now, you know what I'm saying, we don't need to hear all of that. We really just needed to hear, you know, I'm not going to make y'all listen to that whole thing. But, hey, listen, what you think? What y'all think? Definitely, I want to hear it. I want to hear what y'all think about it. Definitely, like I said, if you haven't watched that interview, definitely go and watch the interview. Katt, he's definitely, you know, making some allegations, you know, that he's speaking as fact. So let's get to this last response, which is Mr. Ice Cube. Let's see what he got to say about it. Give me 1 sec. Let me get my face up out of here. Sound on.
You know, first of all, I just want to say, you know, we shot that movie over 20 years ago, so, you know, people have different perspectives, and it's been a long time. I also want to say, you know, every comedian that I've worked with, every comedian that I've put in a movie, I only put them in a movie because I thought they was funny. I thought they was perfect for the part. I tried to put them in a position to win. That's what it's all about, you know. I don't, you know, I look at from, you know, Chris Tucker and Bernie Mac and Mike Epps, Katt Williams, you know, Ricky Smiley, Michael Blackson, Cedric, Kevin Hart. You know, all these guys I know are funny as hell. You know, I didn't discover them. You know, they were doing their stand-up or doing their thing, and I knew that they were great and that they could act, and that, you know, if I have an opportunity, I was going to give them an opportunity. You know, to me, that's what it's all about. You know, as far as, you know, specific things, you know, Katt was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying, a couple things, you know, I just want to clarify. When we bring in a new, you know, comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, you know, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was, you know, auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, you know, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting. When we saw Mike, damn, I'm calling Money Mike. When we saw Katt, you know, when I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike. And, you know, Katt Katt, said he wrote his role, which, the role was written, but he enhanced it. This is why Katt was so dope in the movie. Money Mike had a small role, about as big as the Santa Claus role, but when we started filming, he was giving us such magic that we kept expanding his role, giving him more to do because he was on point. When we shoot these movies, for one, the scripts are fire, or they wouldn't even do it. The scripts are laugh out funny. But we shoot the script, but once we get what we need from the script, we let the comedians ad-lib, riff, play with the words, do their thing. We give them a take where they can, or 2, 3 takes where they can go off and do what they feel. Sometimes it makes the movie, sometimes it don't. When somebody gives you jewels, you want to try to make sure that makes the movie. So in the movie, there's second thing I want to clear up. I would never shoot a rape scene in a movie, especially like Friday, where you actually see it's happening on camera. That ain't my style. If you check out any of
So I'm going to pause right there on that. So if you, again, hold on, let me turn the light, keep turning back. But again, if you watch the interview with Mr. Shannon Sharpe and Katt, you will, what the fuck? I'll be doing good. Okay, here we go. So if you watch the interview with Mr. Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams, you will hear Katt speaking on this particular scene that Ice Cube is speaking on right now. The scene where Terry Crews walks in the bathroom on Magic Mike. And, that whole iconic, I'm a boy, Damon, that whole thing. So in the interview, Katt states that it was supposed to be like a rape scene. And he didn't agree with it. And they kind of allowed him, the creative freedom to, play around with it and, work it and make it more funny and not make it so dark. So again, check the interview out, fact check. But yeah, this is what Ice Cube is speaking on right now. Let's get back to it.
Movies, they not raunchy. We did a movie called Players Club where the subject matter was a little raunchy, but for the most part, even that, we left it to your imagination. So the only reason that kind of stuff is in the movie is because you have 3 villains in Friday After Next. You have Santa Claus stealing presents. You have Damon, just got out of prison, sweating, Craig and Daddy for the rent money. And then you have Money Mike, a pimp that treats his woman, like property. So Craig is always fighting the villains in the movie, from the Joker Brothers to Debo. And so we already had Craig fighting Santa Claus. And the only real way to get rid of the other 2 villains was to have them go against each other. And the plier joke was always in the script. It was never, we would never ever show that. That's not my style if you look at any of my movies. So, that was never a discussion. We, at that point in everybody's career, we would listen to a certain extent, but we wasn't gonna change the movie for any actor. We do what we feel, and if it was a rape scene, it would have been in the movie. There was no reason not to shoot it. But that's not my style. I don't even like that kind of in movies. on camera. And so, that was, to me, a little discrepancy there. Katt, he wrote a lot of his part because, like I said, he was giving us jewels, so we were keeping the camera rolling. First of all, I just want to say, we shot that movie over 20 years ago, so.
Okay. All right. So, there you have it. What y'all think? How y'all feel about it? So, again, I feel like, social media and the internet always takes things, something could be this big, and by the time social media and the internet gets done with it, I remember, I want to say I was in junior high school, and I had this teacher named Mr. Shaw, and he did what I would call a social experiment, or was it Coach Flowers? I'm not sure. But he whispered something to the first person in the first seat in the class and had them whisper it to the next person, and the next person whisper it to the next person. And we went through the whole class and did that. And when we finally got to the last person, we asked them, he asked what was said, and 9 times out of 10, it was something freaking totally different. By the time things get finished going through the, everybody's opinion, what everybody got to say, everybody got their own story, everybody got their own version. Unless you was really there, you know what I'm saying? You was at the auditions and all of that, you really don't know. So the last response that I'm going to leave y'all with is one from the great Mark Curry, because again, I didn't really get to any of the clips about the whole thing with Steve Harvey. I showed y'all a little bit of that briefly, but sometimes no response is the best response. So I definitely got to leave y'all with Mr. Mark Curry's response to all of this controversy, because hey, at the end of the day, what is it? What is it doing? What is it proving? Okay. Now we all know the truth. We all love Katt. We all rock with Katt. We know that he's one of the greats. We know that role could never be duplicated. I could never see anybody else playing that role. So, hey, it is what it is. But sometimes
we're so addicted to coffee. We first get our coffee, we sit there, man. Yeah, we like our coffee, don't we? We just love our coffee. We go crazy over coffee. Isn't that crazy? As soon as you get that coffee, you like, you get to sit there all by yourself. Remember, you used to want to talk to people. Now, with your coffee, you don't need nobody. You got my friend here. I don't need nobody. How you doing? What? Coffee has became your best friend. That's your friend. Look, you don't drop nothing. You're more sure when you sit it down, stable. You don't even sit it down. You ever notice that? You don't sit that coffee down, you hold that the whole time. Make sure ain't nobody coming to get your coffee. This is your good friend. We're so addicted to coffee. We first
listen, and this right here to me is one of the best, most mature responses in the midst of all of this, because guess what, whatever you say, somebody gonna take it and run with it. They're gonna add something to it, they're gonna take away from it. So hey, whatever, you know what I'm saying? All of this stuff to me is content. It's for publicity, is to get sales going, is to bring attention, you know what I'm saying? So we can't really be taking this stuff too serious and too at heart. I'm sure Katt Williams do got a lot of stories to tell. I'm sure, all the freaking celebrities in Hollywood, they got some stuff with them. That's just how it is. We all do. Us regular people. We all got some stuff with us. We all got some secrets. We all got some chapters in our life that we don't want to read out loud. But hey, that's just what it is. So again, salute to Katt Williams, I hate that I missed him. He was actually here. What was that? Was that in like November? I want to say he was here in November. But I actually ended up seeing Lil Duval instead. But listen, Katt Williams is still selling out shows. Like, he funny as hell. I like Ricky Smiley. Listen, Steve Harvey, all of those guys, they are very talented. At the end of the day, I say this all the time, we better together. You know, all this beefing and this, oh, this person stole this from me, or that role, or whatever. Everybody doing good. Nobody's accolades can be taken away, you know, especially speaking from a fan's point of view. You know what I'm saying? All of them, I look at them as greats. Katt Williams said, Mark Curry, Ricky Smiley, like, I grew up watching these people. So, you know, but it is great entertainment. So, hey, again, what do you guys think about this? Definitely leave comments, inbox me, all of that good stuff. I'm definitely open to chat about this topic and any other topic, because, you know, that's what we do in the den. We talk about things, we vibe, we chill. So, I can't believe it's already been an hour since I've been on here with you guys. I know it's mostly just because, you know, I've been playing a lot of the video, but I had to jump on here and say Happy New Year. I definitely had to let you guys see my face. And listen, we gonna keep this thing going. We are in the den with your girl Ellie. Listen, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow me. Again, enter the Den 08 on YouTube. You can also find the show on Spotify. This page, Ellie Jackson, the Eve Slaughter page. Definitely check me out, rock with me. I'm gonna keep coming back to y'all every Saturday night with some more good topics, some more good vibes. We're gonna keep rocking it out, definitely. So thanks for all the love, thanks for all of the support, thank you for tuning in to the Den. And until next time, people, listen, y'all have a good night. Whatever it is y'all doing, go out there, turn up, have your drinks, smoke, go on your little dates, whatever it is you're doing. Do it big, do it safe, for sure. And hey, stay true to yourself. Fuck what a hater gotta say. Love until next time, babies. Mwah.